Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique, where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out the fifth most popular project on all of Kickstarter games right now, or of all of Kickstarter, period. That is Race to the Raft. The Isle of Cats is on fire. Build paths, place tiles, and save cats in this cooperative board game for 1 to 4 players. This one was suggested in the chat, and so I'm doing it, because honestly, I probably would have skipped over it at first glance. You know, I see some tiny little cat minis. I see Race to the Raft. I see it's from... They're trying to spin it into, like, the Isle of Cats universe, so it sounds like it's a spin-off game. And then I could barely see the box here. I know they're focusing mostly on the artwork, but it's like, okay. I will say they name-dropped Isle of Cats, which I think is fantastic. That's one of the hottest games on the planet. Just a beloved game. I've yet to try it. I'm going to get there one of these days. And they did mention 1 to 4 players cooperative, so I think they did a good job on this. But the main image, I think, yeah, not the biggest fan. But it's already raised 146,000. That's pounds. Look at me. So let's check out what this one is doing so well. So $24,000 goal, 2,000 backers. As always, when you go in the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? And what size is the box? Is that a ticket? No, that's not a ticket to ride size box. It's more rectangular. Let's go.
Hello and welcome to the Race to the Raft Kickstarter. My name is Frank and I hope you can spare me just 2 minutes to tell you everything you need to know about my brand new 1 to 4...
That's right. I really thought they did some interesting things in the last Kickstarter they did for Isle of Cats. What's up, Jeremy?
Player cooperative game Race to the Raft. When I started designing this game, I wanted to create a new type of experience. One that focused on team discussions and coming up with a strategy together to then empower individuals to make their own decisions. So, let's take a look at how it works. The Isle of Cats is on fire, and you play the role of a small group of cats that are in danger. Your only option is to race across the burning lands and get to a small raft before the flames surround you. Each player has their own private pathway cards, and as a team, you'll need to nominate someone to play a card and then spread fire.
I kind of wish they were showing me a little bit more here, except for the board game state, like changing, like what these cards are talking about. I'd like to see like how this is working a little bit. What's up, Mr. Mormo?
The goal is to build paths for each cat using their favourite terrain and get every cat to the raft.
Okay.
If a cat gets stuck behind fire, then you instantly lose. Race to the Raft comes with 81 scenarios, including a tutorial that will gradually introduce you to the game and layer in new rules. You'll discover siblings that need to be rescued, scared cats that want to leave the island first, and protective cats who want to wait for their friends.
Okay, so it feels like there's base game, but then there's also a lot of modules, mini expansions that can be mixed into this, and I'm going to assume that they can all be interweaved. Kind of like, what comes to my mind, how Viticulture did it. When they first had it, it's like, oh, there's 12 separate modules in here, and you can do them one by one, or you can just throw them in, you can mix and match. That's what it feels like, and I think that's a solid thing to look at. I'm imagining this is going to have a nice price point. I think that's going to be part of the appealing point here, because everything here looks, component-wise, very, very minimalistic, except for I imagine we're going to get some little cat minis.
The pathways will get ever more complex, and more cats will need your help. The game starts with simple objectives,
Oh, it looks like an animal.
but if you decide to move into the advanced mode, you'll find the harder scenarios will challenge you as much as any other game.
So this feels personal touch and gameplay, good components to a video, but it isn't eye-catching. Yeah, I would agree with that. This honestly feels like one of those puzzle-style games where it's like, hey, here's 60 cards, and you have to slowly figure out how to solve. Like, it just feels like it's one of those. And those are very popular games, and those are great games. I don't think that's what I was expecting. At least that's the vibe I'm getting here. It's weird.
There's much more to learn, and you can find how to play and playthrough videos on the page below.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking. The game sounds amazing, and you want to get it. But why back the Kickstarter? Well, firstly, without your support, this game is never going to exist. And hopefully that's enough. But if it's not, if you back the Kickstarter, you're going to get the Kickstarter pack expansion that comes with more scenarios, special item boards, hybrid tiles for fires, and deluxeified components.
There we go.
You'll also get access to the miniatures, and neither of these are going to be available in retail after the camp.
I love the fact that they mentioned that in the video. They tackled that head on and said, yeah, it's going to be in retail. You know who we are. We're the Isle of Cats people. Hell yeah. You might see this in Target. But you're not going to see all this extra gamey stuff that you want. And that's really interesting to me. That's a really interesting path to take. I like it. I don't... And here's the thing. This is not my style game, I don't think, for the most part. But I feel like if it was my style game, I think they did a great job on this video of convincing me. Aside from it looking laissez, it doesn't look amazing.
Pain.
Like just
so,
table
thanks
presence
for watching
wise.
to the end. You know, I have never been happier with one of my games, and I am convinced that you're going to love it. Take a moment, browse the page, see what you discover, and if you have any questions, come to the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them.
Wow. That was a really great video. Just take whatever game X is out of the equation. I feel like that general layout of the video, 2 minutes, fast, informative, telling me a lot. So what did it tell me? It told me about the game. So do I want it? I got an idea of what this game is. Can you do it? Yes. I already felt comfortable. You sound like you've done this before, and it's Isle of Cats. You name drop the Isle of Cats. I feel like it's solid there. Then how much is it? I don't know the price, but you've told me exactly what pledge level I want, which is not the retail version, but the one that's going to have all the extra stuff. So I feel like that was a really well laid out video. I love that format. Plus personal touch. So Frank West, 6 created, 334 back. Frank West is a gamer designer based in Bristol, UK. Has published his first board game, The City of Kings, in 2018, and now works on other games and some organizing events in the local area. Once again, can you do it? I feel comfortable. Let's go to 6 created. As always, don't forget the kittens, the original Isle of Cats, City of Kings. I think that's about as far as we need to go. Right now, we're just checking to make sure everybody got their stuff. I'm not really concerned about this one. Because I just hear people raving about this game, so they already have the games. Ready to see what happens next. I never received my shipment, and then 2 months ago, but there we go. So they're helping them in the customer service, and that's what I want to see. Replace in the latest update, thanks. So it looks like good customer service here. Always what you want to see, and most people have their stuff. It is shipped out. And then, obviously, if this one's shipped out, that one's shipped out. And let's just make sure City of Kings is out. Chapter 2 complete. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all out. Can you do it? I'm just looking over pledge release. I'm still missing things. We are still waiting for things to ship. If not now, how can I contact with someone to get some help? Hey, Frank, any hopes? So they might want to... So, yeah, it's like you got a couple people here. But overall, looks solid. Can you do it? Feel good. Do I want it? Not my style game. And honestly, I don't know how you'd look that game look that much better. You know, just because of what the game is. Like, it's not a giant minis game with, like, terrain or anything like that. It's a pretty straightforward-looking game. Cooperative, 40 to 60 minutes. Have we mentioned that before? That's the thing I'd like to mention up there. Always feel like that's solid. You can introduce this game with its base rules to anybody, but if you're looking for something more complex and brain crunchy, I like to use that word, the game definitely has it. They both did the same pose. It looks weird. It just threw me off. I wonder if that was coordinated. This was quite a surprise. We don't tend to enjoy co-ops, but this was the one as soon as we started playing, we wanted to play it again and again and again. And this is one thing that I want to spotlight here, because I was recently having a conversation with another content creator, Lance Meister, the Undead Viking, and he didn't think, let me rephrase this, I don't put words in his mouth. He did not necessarily like the idea of reviewers checking things out, reviewing things, if they don't like that genre. And I strongly disagree with that, because I feel like as a reviewer, when I play something in a genre that I'm not the biggest fan of, it does either one or two things for me. It either makes the video like, yeah, this reaffirms my belief that I don't like this genre, but I can still point out, oh, I feel like it did this, that, and the other thing well, because if you do like that genre, I think this will be for you. Or, in the video, I say, holy crap, this is not a genre I like, typically, but this is going on my shelf, I enjoyed it that much, and I feel like that is so, I don't know. Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. So I do like this quote an awful lot there. How it plays, guide all the cats safely across the island and get them to the rafts before it's engulfed in flame, and that actually makes me a little bit more interested in the game. That quote right there makes me more interested in the game. It works. Spread fire. Move cats, build pathways, got it. Designer Frank West does it again. The game is fast, really satisfying, and it just feels great to save all the kitties and solve the puzzle. Inside the box, cat meeples, 12 wooden figures. So this is the standard box. And once again, 12 wooden cat meeples. That's nice. 8 tile boards, 4 large and 4 small. I'd love to know the sizes and dimensions of those. 16 tokens. 100 pathway cards. Once again, these are smallish cards. I do believe, I'd like to know the sizes again. A bag, yeah, $5 says that thing's getting deluxified in the version down here. One campaign book containing 81 unique scenarios to play. That's a great number. That's a fantastic number. And yeah, that's okay. That's a lot. That's 81 times a 40 to 60 minute game, really? But then I guess if they are just like pretty much different variations of puzzles, I could see that happening. But either way, I feel good. Once again, I'm annoyed that the price isn't here, though. Like, this seems like, obviously, the spot. Just, Pam, pop me with the price. What is this, $35? I don't know. Kickstarter pack. The Kickstarter pack, and yes, I know I can go to support, but if you're on iOS or you're on mobile, you don't see that. You got to make an extra click, and making an extra click sucks. You know that. I know that. Kickstarter companies should know that. Kickstarter pack. 7 large printed meeples. So this is the fancy one. 4 special island boards introducing new challenges. I love the fact that they're... And here's what I love. They put 4 special island boards, and a lot of companies would do just that. They just put 4 special island boards and just leave it at that. And I hate that. Let me know why I want these 4 special island boards, and they did. Introducing new challenges. How hard is that? It's not hard. More information, the better, especially little snippets like that. 10 hybrid fire tiles, giving you more options. Cool. I like the more options. Adding 20 scenarios to play and 1 campaign book. Fantastic. So now we're up to 101. All right. And then here's the miniature pack. This is section 4. What's the section dealio? I'm interested to see what that's about. Miniature pack. Yeah, cool. If you want to upgrade them to minis instead of the wooden meeples, each one of them, they look unique. Cool. The Island of Cats miniatures pack. Replace all your wooden cats in your copy of the Isle of Cats with the pack of 37 miniatures. Okay. Okay. I like this idea. Because the bottom line is, how many people are here just for that? You know, but when you're browsing on Kickstarter and you're window shopping, you don't realize that maybe a huge portion of the $140,000 or whatever they raised is just for this. You just you see it for the game. Either way, I like this. I think that's a solid idea. It's really smart. Actually, the design of this blows my mind. Okay. Yep. I'm sure that moved the needle for a lot of people. There are 3 reward options. That's the other thing. Frank, I get it. You have a reason to puff out your chest, but I feel like I've read your name a lot in this. And I'm curious, what, let me see, Isle of Cats. I'm just curious, what other games, has he designed other games aside from Isle of Cats? Once again, nearly top 100 game of all time. So that is absolutely spectacular. 25 games, yeah, let's check these by ranks. I'm just curiosity. 107, so 2 in the top 1,000. That's fantastic. That's really good. Okay, good deal. I was just curious. Kickstarter edition, $57. So this is the Kickstarter. Wait, no. So $57. Race to the Raft plus the Kickstarter pack. Wait. I thought what? This is the camp. This is the. What is this? This is the game, and then this is the Kickstarter pack. Okay, trying to understand this. Now we're back. So the Kickstarter edition keeps the Kickstarter pack. So that's $57. So I can't just get the Race to the Raft, the standard version. Okay, because you mentioned it, so I assumed it would be at least available. Not that anybody's going to pick it, but okay, $57 for the amount of gameplay you're getting. Like it's good, but for the game itself, I don't know. Like I was like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's a great Kickstarter price. I guess with how many campaigns it has, yeah. I guess it's 57. For the amount of game you got there, I'm not going to knock that. I'm looking too much at the components and not enough at the amount of gameplay, potentially. And especially, you say amount of gameplay. In a lot of games, it doesn't really matter. You're not going to touch 90% of the game. But with this one, being the way it's set up, you can always come back to it. Oh, let's do 4. We did 5. We did 6, 7, 8 last night. It was fun. We knocked it out. You can come back to, 6 months later. So I actually, I'm coming across in this game. Coming around. So this is the miniatures pack. So we get 23 extra bucks. We get the minis. Which, once again, are not for this game, but for the other game. Oh, no, that's this miniatures pack. Okay. And this is the everything. This is the whale. City Games exclusives. Item marked with the cog will not be available in retail. Oh, that's clean. Check out the pledge level. 286 people. That's people just for the pledge manager. Maybe they probably just want this one, or they just want the Isle of Cats miniatures pack. 608 getting the Kickstarter edition. And then we have 596 getting the... So those are essentially Isle of Cat fans who also want this game. Or no, that's never mind. That's the minis for that one. Price not terrible as long as the gameplay keeps me coming back. Yes, agreed. The island, because yeah, I mean, especially with 81 campaign, 81 things to go through. The fan edition, so 534. So those are pretty evenly distributed pledge levels. You do not see that typically. That's really interesting to me. 3 pledge levels, all very popular. I assume that means that they did really good at knowing what their customers want, but then at the same time, I always have, the law. I guess we're just going to call it Bauer's Law. I will call it that from now on, which is, from all my time looking at all these Kickstarters, typically, I'd say 70 to 90, like 70+% of the time, the major whale Kickstarter is the biggest one by a large margin. We just saw it yesterday with Oathsworn. Just typically on Kickstarter, everybody wants everything. And this one is actually, they're saying, nah, we're good. I'm cool with just the base game. Oh, no, this is, never mind, because they don't just have the base game. So they have this one with the minis. Either way, I just thought it was interesting. It's easy to teach, easy to learn, and you don't have to worry about alpha gaming. I do like the easy to teach, easy to learn part. And I'm not someone who particularly has issues with alpha gamers. In fact, if you try to alpha game me, I will go out of my way to do what is ever furthest away from you want to do, while still maintaining a slight slice of being viable. Like, see, but if this happens, then my way's better. Yeah, so you alpha game me, I buck the other way. The goal, anyway, enough. How to play, cool stuff, things you really want to get in the weeds. Good rule booklet, excellent. Videos. So there's, so we got the how to play. Ooh, yeah, start with that. I want to see that, and I want to compare numbers on these videos. So we got, what is that? 860. A harder scenario. So these are gameplay, and these are gameplay. Fantastic. A harder scenario, solo. Why back it? Race to the Raft. So that's great. Yeah, let's do this. Final thoughts. I'm curious to see which one has more views.
Hey everybody, final.
So it's 1,200 to 860, which makes sense because Richard has a much larger fan base. But I bet by the end of this campaign, that how to play video, I'm just going to speculate that by the end of this, if you're watching this at the tail end of the Kickstarter, let me know in the comments. I'm going to guess that the how to play video has more than Richard's final thoughts, just because I feel like that's the money video, and I love the fact they started with that. Plus they got gameplay videos, plus they got opinions. So awesome video area. Group pledges, retailers, translations, meet the team. They got cats. Avatar and media pack. This stuff is not more important than shipping. Can we stop burying shipping underneath just crap? And no offense, but like, come on. Avatars of your cats that you can put as your Kickstarter image are more important than the shipping information. Come on. Find us on Twitter, things, backer guarantee. Hey, there it is, all the way at the bottom. Shipping and taxes. USA, so $9, $10, $6, $7. So it gets more expensive? Huh? And then it's free if you get the big one. So here's my question. If you were going to do something like this, to move the needle specifically to try to accomplish the goal of pushing everyone to taking the big pledge level, which you clearly are trying to do by offering free United States shipping, why would you possibly bury it at the furthest possible spot on the page and not mention it, at least that I saw, in any way, shape, or form in the 20 minutes that I was going through your Kickstarter campaign with a fine-tooth comb? Like, that's just a duh to me. Can anyone please explain the logic behind that? Because, were you expecting free shipping? Because I was not. Like, these are great shipping rates. They literally are saying, if you want to give us less money, get bent. You're going to pay more for shipping. Like, that's such a ballsy move, and I love it. Did it work? No. Doesn't look like it did. But maybe that's because you didn't let me know about it until I got all the way down here to the bottom. I don't know. It's an interesting one. That's a half-point grade bump for me. Like, I don't know, because it's fantastic, but that's marquee stuff. I don't need to see your stupid cat. Free United States shipping with an asterisk. We've seen in our previous, and you can even make it consumer friendly, not to piss off people and say, we have seen in our previous campaigns time after time after time that the all-in pledge level is overwhelmingly, most of the time, as I mentioned, Bowers Law, the most popular pledge level, and we have decided to encourage that pledge level because that also works really well for us because then we can make larger print runs of X, Y, and Z and blah, 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 blah. I don't know how much details you want to get into it, so we're offering free shipping on the all-in pledge. Because yeah, free shipping, Jerry, yeah, wow! It's right there. Don't blink till you miss it. Wow, that's so surprising. Then this shipping's fantastic. $9 to the UK, $10. Oh, get out of here. This is a sexy shipping area. I know. Let's bury it behind some cats that nobody's going to put as their Kickstarter emoji. Like, come on! What? They literally could not have put it lower because I'm pretty sure Kickstarter makes you fill in the risk of challenges. So they just decided this is the most least valuable information. Section 17. Like, I am just so befuddled and annoyed by that. And then, of course, the FAQ is ugly. Go check out Reload from Colossal Games to see the best way, in my personal opinion, to see how to do FAQs, and I will keep pounding my chest to that because I see more and more people gravitating towards it, more and more companies. That most recent Brandon Sanders' mini one, they did it. It's getting more popular. Update, the race begins. This one just started yesterday. Was there any stretch goals? So that's the thing. Any reasons to come back to this Kickstarter campaign? I always try to feel like is there a reason why. Do I want it? I don't think there was. There was no social stretch goals. There was no nothing that I can think of. Or maybe I just forgot everything because that shipping just blew my mind. My name is Frank West. I live in Bristol, UK. I have 2 cats named The Thing, but the stuff, Palooza. So they're going to talk. They're going to play it. You can watch them live here. I look forward to hearing more from you. I can't wait for the next 3 weeks. I'm really excited about Race to the Raft, and I love that the theme is saving the cats that were left behind in Isle of Cats, my favorite polyomino game. So I do... Okay. That seems like a natural connection. I operate Mars Recovers for Things, stuff, cool. And I see Frank in here churning this, responding to everyone, which is fantastic. He said he was going to do it in the video. This is how you build brand loyalty right here. Love this sort of thing. I'd love some excitement on the campaign page, though, because, yeah, going back through it, I don't think there was any reason for me to come back in any way, shape, or form after I gave you my money. And that's not necessarily the end of the world, but it just makes me wonder how you're going to maintain interest and popularity in the game over the next 22 days. So I'm curious to see how this one does popularity-wise with no real reason it seems to come back, which, once again, you don't have to have. I always think it's a nice thing to do. So let's check out how the shipping is going here. United States, 1263, majority of people. UK popping at 200. Looking good. Final grade for this one. Do I want it? Yeah, I do. And that's like a personal one for me, too. And that's really surprising because this isn't typically my style of game. But that one quote and the fact that it's like, oh, there's the gamery version with all the gamery stuff. There's tons of videos I can sift through. I got the rule booklet right there I can get to if I want to. Every piece of information that you would conceivably need to make the decision on do I want it, I feel like they did a good job of it. Can you do it? Yes. I am. One thing that I don't think they did here, and I feel like this was a huge missed opportunity, was spotlight why the hell I care about Frank West. Because Frank West. I saw it was like 15 times around here. And that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. Like my channel name has my name in it. I get it. But why is Frank West great? If I have never played Isle of Cats, if I don't know anything about Isle of Cats, I have no idea why I'm excited about this. And so I do think name dropping Isle of Cats was great for the hardcore gamers, the people who have played Isle of Cats and all that sort of stuff. But I feel like you should have just took the time to say, the number 107th ranked board game of all time. Maybe just name drop that a little bit harder. Why Frank West? Why put some respect on that name? You do it yourself. Don't make me go look up what Isle of Cats is. So I feel like that would have been nice, but can you do it? Yeah, I still feel comfortable with that. And how much is it? For the amount of gameplay you're getting, I feel like it's a solid price. $57, even with you getting jacked by the shipping. Jacked, I still don't think it's a terrible shipping price. and then as we go down, it does get to be a better deal, which is very surprised. And once again, just bucking the trends that I always see. 3 pledge levels that are very even in numbers. Very interesting. This is really grassroots. I like that. I'll give it props here. But some pretty big missteps. C+. Yeah, I think I'm about there as well. That main image, just super uninspiring. Not mention the shipping. Like, I get, like, yeah, well, cool, we shipped these people, but free shipping on the all-in pledge? Yeah, I can't get over that. Free shipping on the all-in pledge. You make me go search for the prices on the pledge area as well. No, it's down here, but it's just, it doesn't feel like it should be. Yeah, I would have mentioned the shipping. It does not mention it anywhere, does it? That helps provide the discount around the campaign. Reduce shipping costs is pretty much better. Yeah. Like right here, just bam, free shipping. And I'm like, what? For real? So yeah, I think I'm going to buy a C+ too. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff here. Once again, I love the format of that video. And not necessarily for this game, but I just think for just about any Kickstarter game, just this 2-minute personal touch. I thought that was really well done. I'm going to go with the C+ as well. Let me know in the comments below. What's your final grade for Race to the Raft? I've already backed it and did not realize that. Didn't it just launch yesterday? Anywho, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below. And as always, oh, one more show note. Next week, from Monday through Wednesday, I will be out of town going to a Denver Broncos game with my son. And so no Kickstarter critiques next week. Bye-bye. Or next Monday through Wednesday.